Hang on, cut that. Let's start over. Zin Propel. Bandits.
Does anybody remember what the orange square is for?
I think it was fairy fire.
I don't think it would have been fair fire because we would have did it and then removed it. Maybe for entangle or something.
That makes more sense.
Oh yeah. Butterscotch is dead.
Luckily, the gods spared Cricket.
You know there are no gods in this world.
Mason's gonna clutch his pen and yeah, there are. Just because you don't believe doesn't mean they don't exist.
You got it all wrong, holy man. I absolutely believe in God. And I absolutely hate him.
So, I don't remember how we knocked Carrot Wind out, but I'm going to make sure he's at least stable and breathing.
Steak did that.
Okay, I couldn't recall.
What do we do now, guys?
Well, it looked like she was possessed, so until we can figure out what's going on with her, maybe I should take her components and stuff and put them in the bag of holding on my belt pouch.
Okay, quick refresher. We were after some guys. I think they had Damascus's family. No, they knew where Aiden was. They took our horses. We chased them down, got our horses back. remember if they all died. This stuff.
I think we took them out, but Aiden is being taken back to his home country, and we're trying to get there before that happens.
Okay, so
We were hoping that the guy we were searching for would give us answers, which I think Zin was taking care of. And then
It
all this went
was.
down, and
But then she left out, and Gallenford started interrogating, and then heard the ruckus and came out.
who Rogan?
Yeah,
No,
we were talking to him.
he's not conscious because Zinfaro cast heat metal and roasted him alive in his armor. Zin said he's dead. Well, I think we're in a bit of a pickle because I believe that town is still out to get us. Or you guys, at least. Does anybody have any reason to head back to town?
I think we had the family still there.
You think you can explain to the guards what's going on?
Sure, I can.
Alright. I will grab Caradwin and I guess I'll carry her back unless somebody else has a horse that I can use. Zen makes a lot of good points. And I'm just going to blindly follow her suggestion. The greatest threat to the family we have just dealt with, and they're probably safer in that town than with us. Your blank stares convince me that is what we're going to do.
Gallenford's got one raised eyebrow, but he's questioning choices he's made, which is why he's silent. But he's in deep thought right now.
Alright.
I definitely
if you could express that he's remaining silent instead of just the blank silence. That'll confirm to me that I did not lose contact with everybody. I keep wondering why Connor's so silent, but it makes sense.
I mean, I'm unconscious, so there's not much I can really add here.
Shut up, you're unconscious.
You're correct.
Caradwin goes back to sleep.
Valid points, but even when we were chasing them, we still had a lot of things going on where rushing onto the boats may have been a bad thing. But if I was correct, oh wait, no, we were trying to make sure these guys didn't get on the boat.
Can I say something? It's like midnight, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the sun has just come over the horizon.
I thought it was midnight. Why are we out here? But we did have we just had one of our party members like unpossessed or whatever. I think we should check them out first.
Well, if you've got some medical know-how, you do you.
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea what's going on with her. If she was like, a piece of metals or something, I could probably do something. All this spiritual ghost hoodoo, we need some specialist help.
Does anybody know how to fix this?
A person who might know is still back at the fort watching everything for us.
Yeah, but we can't. The only person who can contact Professor Bierce is Caradwin.
That's not true. Gallenford sent a message to him for the house, the fort, before we left.
Yeah, wasn't that by letter?
It was.
So Stig kind of just like gives Gallenford the hand where he's just like, then we can't reach him right now. Alright, if nobody else can, I would like to look over Caradwin to see, just to see if she is physically healthy.
That question's really funny after having the shit beat out of me.
Well, before we were fighting you, trying to beat you, and then we're like, oh, it was being controlled, so now we're like, you.
Right, she's roughed up, but we can account for every injury.
There's something
she's
still
breathing.
odd about this. Remember when we were worried about the mind probing and I had those earrings crafted? Not, I don't think. Well, I'm surprised she was possessed while wearing that earring.
Is she still wearing that earring?
I do not remember this earring because I was here for this earring. Please.
Yes, I still have the earring of mind shielding.
It would be a dick move to take it, wouldn't it?
It would be. It might make it worse.
It's actually invisible on you unless you make it visible.
Oh, that's true.
I don't see an earring. Oh wait, here it is. I say as I feel her ear. She does. It looks like what's affecting her is all in her mind, which I know I can't deal with. I can't help her. Can you help her, Gallenford?
I mean, most of my magic is of a different kind and more
Nix, can you help her?
fey-like, but could probably take a look, see if it's. I don't know. I'll just take a look and see if I notice anything odd. And I'll take a look at Carrot Wynn, kind of lift her eyelid, see if I notice anything weird as I'm examining her. You know, when you're like looking someone over, open the eyelids, see if pupils are dilated or things like
He's
that.
like checking for trauma.
Yeah.
MRI and CT scan stat. But if nobody else can think they can fix her up right now, I say we hit the road. Mason, do you mind if if we put her on cricket?
Fine, but keep a close eye on her. I'm not really sure what killing horses, if that came before or after.
Well, I took anything she could use to cast and put in the bag of holding. That way, she can't just wake up and recklessly blast people.
I've only known her for like a week, so maybe she just has a thing against horses, and you can strangle a horse. My horse means a lot to me, right?
I can confirm you can strangle a horse.
That's very dark, but as long as I've been with her, I can confirm she is not strong enough to strangle a horse.
You know what, Gallenford? I'm going to trust you with her, and you can take her on the one that Caradwin bought, which is the name of this horse, if you guys recall.
The one that Caradwin bought.
Yeah, after a while, we just stopped naming.
She never bothered to name it.
That's like the one Caradwin bought, number something.
It's still the first one, but she is going to have to buy a new one for Nyx. Alright, I'm putting Caradwin's corpse onto the one Caradwin bought. Gallenford, you can ride on that horse.
Okay, Gallenford is also gonna pull a page from his journal and just write a note that he'll place on Rogan in case anyone finds him. They'll just state it'll kind of state his crimes.
This guy was evil, we were justified.
The note just says a-hole.
I'm actually gonna write it where it sounds like he was one of the ones in that room who that person overheard threatening to murder someone, and that he was plotting to overthrow some towns, and if anyone goes back to that town, they'll find a family that was being held hostage by him.
This sounds
and I'll just place it on his body.
This sounds like one of those stupid notes you find where it's just like, haha, it was me the whole time. I planned on. It is this day. My plan to take over this town is progressing swiftly.
Are we that green dot there?
I say we just keep going away from Hume, because we did enough damage there.
Is Fort Axness ours? And if we wanted to ship from here to the desert place, where would we go?
I believe we've confirmed that they're going to ship out from Aeolipoli, because Eleanor is not a port town.
Yeah. We're on a boat, so where would we need to go to get a boat?
I would advise, because then we can knock out a bunch of things all at one place. Go to the Imperial City. We can talk to her master, who we're pretty much employed by, and also get a boat, probably through him, and figure out how to fix up Caradwin at the same time. And see if you got the other notes about the stuff for the fort.
As much as I'd like to try and get a steamship or something from Aeolipoli, all that stuff sounds good to go to the capital.
What is the steam you talk of?
Well, you know, Aeolipoli is like the tech center of this place. You know, maybe we could see if they've got like a super techno ship faster than sailing. Maybe we can catch them on the ocean.
Gallifrey just starts chuckling, realizing that there is a good chance that after we go to the Imperial capital, whatever we end up doing, Caradwin could wake up on a boat.
Well, look how far we are from the capital. It took us like 3 days to get there. I'm sure she's gonna wake up and...
That's true, we're not that fast.
Perhaps we should discuss what we're planning on doing when she wakes.
We're gonna tie her up. We're gonna gag her. We're not gonna do anything she says until her master confirms it's her.
Well, until we know everything is safe, at least most stuff she won't be able to cast without her components.
You guys want me to just tie her up? She already hates me. Shut up, voice in my head.
I think I'll be fine with her not tied up, as long as she doesn't have all her stuff. It'll be in the bag of holding. If I get overwhelmed, I'll yell, what's a good code word?
Worcestershire sauce.
I think a good word, if you're getting overwhelmed, a good word to use is ah!
Just say help, I'm getting overwhelmed.
I'll say bagels.
Yeah, but what if we want bagels in the morning? It's gonna get confusing. So I think we're headed to the Imperial capital if you want to get us moving, Chris.
I'd also, I'm not going to tie her up completely, but I would like to secure her hands. By the way, did they steal our cart too?
We didn't bring the cart. Did we?
Makes sense.
That's right.
Hopefully we didn't need anything in that.
That's an expensive cart.
So after an hour, we realize we left the cart and have to go an hour back to Hume.
I've just sort of resigned myself to my fate right now. So unless anybody cares to actually check if I'm awake, I'm just gonna sleep this out.
I figured.
Yeah, there's some valuable stuff in there.
All right. Does anybody know how to hook up a cart?
No animal handling, but I may have
Uh,
land vehicles.
I suggest we just hook up the cart and leave. Yes, that's what Gallenford's job is.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember. Most people were seen, but not everybody. Whose store was it they were trying to break down?
It was the girls.
Okay,
Oh,
so the girls should
Technically-
stay out here.
Technically, they broke down both doors, but they moved in on the girls' room. Typical guards.
So, Gallenford will change the cloak to look like not how it was when he was in the town, and remove his hat so he doesn't seem like the same person. And I'll probably enter the town frantic, like I saw my horse run off and I tried to chase after it.
Just a
Hey.
comment. I have 1 level exhaustion on my character. Does anybody else have that?
That's because we didn't get a good night's sleep.
Okay. Disadvantage on ability check.
I do not.
I do not either.
You guys should. We basically spent the. We got woke up in the middle of the night and spent the rest of the night chasing after these guys.
Actually, I think we stopped in the middle of the chase and then pursued again afterwards. We didn't go straight from the town after them. We stopped.
We got
Yeah, we
into,
did. We did because they took our horses.
We got to Hume at about 11. Then about 1 o'clock in the morning, the guards tried to attack us. We saw them grab our horses, and by the time we took care of that, the sun was up. So technically, we have not slept very much in the last 24 hours.
Nope, I would have had to bring the horse with me, which means I would have had to have set Kirdwin down with the others when I came in. But I would hook up the horse to the cart and wheel it out.
test.
I will poke Terratwin and I go, how long is she still unconscious? Do you think I hit her too hard?
Maybe she's a coma, or maybe it's a tumor. Huh.
Am I bound and gagged? Okay. I'm not going to make any comment, though, considering I'm just being poked and prodded.
I would hand that gun we pulled off of Rogan to Mason. I couldn't figure out how this thing works. Maybe you understand it.
I'll pull out my tinker tools and take a look at. I specialize in armor, but I'm sure I can get this thing to work. Just a sec. Might have something specialized for tool use.
You know, it just occurs to me that thing came out of her book. Do you think that might have something to do with this?
That's a good question. I know Carla can't talk yet, but I think she was the only one who knew how to drive the cart properly. So I'll ask her to kind of take over, so I can pull the book out of the bag of holding and see if I can figure out if there's any magical things on it, maybe a curse or something.
So, just to be sure, do we need a license to carry this around legally? What are the gun laws in this world? I mean, is it just permits to make them, or is it also permits to carry them? Alright, so you can hear me, Gallenford, you can hear me muttering like, so this shoots these like a repeater bow, except it shoots these little cartridges. We shouldn't be showing this around to just anybody because these are regulated weapons. Did you have any more of these cartridges, by the way? I don't know how many we actually have, but I'm sure it's got a few loaded.
I don't remember how many I pulled off of him. Let me see if I wrote it down. I did not write it down. I will have to watch the last video so I can hear what Chris had told me.
And he said, so we have 10 rounds and it can hold 3 at a time before reloading? Okay, make sure whoever's got it on their sheet, make sure you make notes of that.
Okay, I can either put it on mine or Mason if you just want to hold on to it since Gallonfred doesn't fully get these things.
Sure, 10 rounds. Chris, do you have a specific name you want me to call this thing? Just a repeater? Alright, I'm going to be writing this down. So I'm going to be basically looking at this and working the... Why isn't it shooting? Oh, there's a safety. That's how you reload it. Like, good jam. So that's what I'm doing is... Oh yeah, look down the front, make sure there's nothing clogging.
Dude,
Yeah.
do we know what happened to Morgan?
Yes, see if I notice anything weird. I know spells are written here in here differently than depending on the wizard, but if I notice anything similar to the dark stuff I saw when I saw that one dark tomb, since I'm remembering how fascinated everyone was with that.
Yeah, just look for anything that brings up like red flags, like pentagrams and pages that just say kill.
Crap. And I got so lucky when I figured out that portal in the hut. I have no clue, guys. Our best option is to speak to Professor Beers.
You want me to poke at it? I could take a look at it. Magic's a little bit more my style.
If I can be honest for a second, I would appreciate it if we don't talk to Professor Bierce about anything that just happened.
You're awake.
I've been awake for a little bit, but I've just kind of resigned myself to whatever's about to happen next. Ideally,
Well,
it won't involve him any more than it has to.
him.
I think she means me.
No, I was talking to the Professor Bierce about him.
I'll just shut up then.
Can you tell us what happened? What was that thing?
I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, now's the time
What
to
is
bounce thoughts.
I can tell you what it was supposed to be, which is the spell initially designed. So wizards pool their magic from elemental planes. Mine is the elemental plane of shadows, hence Morrigan. The goal was to pull something else from there. I don't think that's exactly what I did. And if I had to guess, it would be something more infernal.
So you can reach into this plane of shadow and pull things to this side?
That was the goal.
Sorry if I'm dumbing it down too much. I don't do magic. But if you can pull things from there, could something pull you there? Does this street go both ways?
It's not supposed to. I mean, normally a fiend can't summon a human soul down to hell, just as celestials don't summon humans up to them in the middle of combat. It's supposed to be one way to the material plane. And
Well,
temporary.
maybe when you reached in there to pull something out, something hang on and followed you up.
It's not of. That's not what it is.
Would it be possible for you to pull something that's more powerful than you could handle?
Also, not what it is.
Oh gosh dang it, women, give us something! Sorry.
I don't know how much I can say. However, you have my spellbook. All you have to do is look at the back pages and hope you can read the language.
Languages, huh?
Quick, Allenford, turn to the last pages. Let's see what it says.
Yes. Yes.
Gallenford can speak Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Maybe it's upside down. Caradwin, do you know what this says?
Yes.
Can you say what it is?
That's a good question. I don't know if there's a clause about reading it or telling others about it, DM, so I'm not sure what I am allowed to say.
It won't, like, summon it here, right, if you say the word?
I'm not worried about it summoning something here as much as taking something from here to it.
Okay, I'm just going to ask now.
Two-way street, and when I summon something from the plane of shadows, like I was intending to do, it is a one-way ticket that is temporary. But you can... God, how do I explain this?
You're right, she doesn't know anything. We'll just ask Professor Beers.
No, I am trying to explain it in a way that'll make sense to you. You can make... I don't know how to say this.
Caradwin, did you make a pact with something?
Let's say that I have, hypothetically.
So there's a contract with rules, and you can't say certain things that might break the contract.
I would imagine so.
These are very similar in the Feywild.
Well, I don't think Fae are as... Well, maybe they are as conniving and as evil. I don't know, I haven't met many Fae.
You've heard my stories. I told you about the crazy hag in the candy house.
Yeah, that's true.
Not all the Fae are nice and pretty or whatnot. Some of them have warts and scales and bulging eyes like the ogres, or... yeah.
And they live in the water and they're all slimy and gross and...
So, was that...
houses, freaking hags.
was that thing that attacked us the thing you made the pact with?
It was certainly his voice.
Do you think he'll be able, or it will be able to manifest again?
Well, here's the thing. It has been silent for years.
Years? How long ago did you make this pact?
More importantly, when did it start talking to you again?
The same time we were in that forest. The same time I started having dreams about weird elder brains and beings of altered dimensions, and there seems to be a bit of a competition going on.
So since the dragon, you've been slightly controlled and swayed by this thing?
No.
You guys fought a dragon? That's so awesome.
Yes, we did fight a dragon. It was really cool. It has been around longer than the dragon, but it has been silent since before then. It wasn't
So it started talking after the dragon.
During the forest.
You might have to be a little bit more specific than forest, I think.
Oh, it's really
I think we all know what forest I'm talking about.
I mean, I only know one forest.
Exactly.
Oh.
So.
Now you can't blame me for that, Caradwin. I had nothing to do with this.
So, my next question, since I was oblivious, but it seems like the others noticed that your moods were swaying because of this thing. Are you in control now?
I don't know if I've been in control since we got back. As I said, I've had about 3 different voices in my head. I have been haunted by nightmares of eldritch realms and creatures trying to take my soul. I've had a devil whispering in my ears. For the last few weeks, I don't know how sane I am, and I really would rather not bring this up to a wizard who would probably kill me on sight given all of this information. Which is the only reason I'm speaking up about any of this at all. Because that would be the literal death of me.
Has that
And in that death,
ring... Has that earring helped at all?
not... Yes and no. Sometimes, but they could just be giving me the illusion of control in that moment.
How do we know you're not actually this creature thing and you don't want us to take you to the master so that it will exercise you in a real Caradwin back out?
Then you might as well just fucking kill me.
I mean, I'm just saying that apparently the magical specialist who specializes in this type of stuff for the group is you.
Yes.
This probably isn't relevant, but, why did you make this pact?
There is a clear shift from what was building anger to almost tears as she kind of just turns her head and looks at the floor. I have a very good reason for being afraid of water. And I think, as you can tell, I haven't handled loss very well in this group so far. In fact, that's all this adventure really has been, is Gallenford dying, Nyx dying, Damascus dying.
Stig will turn curiously to Gallenford.
Gallenford will kind of just shrug.
Were you okay? Don't. It would have been much if you died.
That's a conversation for another time.
But yes, you haven't dealt with loss very well?
I've never been really able to. I was... Oh god, how old would I have been now? Maybe... did I specify an age? Hold on. I gotta do some quick reading. I don't think I specified an age.
Do we have any alcohol in that bag of holding of yours?
I would really
There's
like
cake
some.
in there.
I would love some cake too. I don't know if somebody wants to shovel cake in my face while I discuss this. That would be
I'll
helpful.
shovel cake in your mouth.
Thank you.
No, it's got to be like the anime, like, holds out the fork, say ah.
Those big cheeks and the classic, like, tears running down the face.
Quickly does a fade out into a flashback.
I don't know if I... Okay. I did not. That's okay.
You were young?
I was maybe 6. I don't. So I would imagine
it was in your.
I was maybe
childhood.
Like 10. Shit. It's been a while since I've had to think about it. I've sort of buried this deep inside.
So bad it's repressed.
I lost my brother when I was maybe 9. And that was kind of it. You know, my family ran a tavern. We were happy. We had like one book to our name, and it was basic magic. That's all we were focused on all the time. And then he drowned in a river. And it wasn't long after that I first heard the voice. And what it could offer.
Wow.
And that, I suppose, is the lot of it. The whole hell of a fucking lot of it. I will say I wrote this before Moon Knight, so
Yes, I know that, but
they stole this from me.
yeah, my brother drowned in a river, and all of a sudden I started having this split personality voice in my head. I'm like, I've heard this somewhere.
That's also why I can do some of the things I can do. I stayed in that library for, oh god, months, maybe.
You know, I don't blame you for what you did. If anything, I blame the thing that came to you when you were most vulnerable. It took advantage of you. Now you have to live with the consequences, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of consequences a child can figure out, isn't it?
What you need to do is you need to stand up, get back on that horse, go hunt down and kill that thing that's taken away your confidence.
I don't know how to respond to that. Because it makes me feel like it really didn't listen.
That's what my dad told me.
Right. Well, trust me, if there was a way that I could deal with this now, I would have done it. That was part of the point of setting off from the college anyways.
Now that we're aware, then you have more eyes looking for ways to stop all of this for you.
So why would your master kill you for?
Well, I don't think making deals with devils is really a good legal practice in the kingdom. I wouldn't trust...
Neither is carrying this thing around. I shake the rifle. Carrying this thing around is legal. I'm still doing it.
But I think the difference is that, one, we can go to a town and say, hey, we saw a guy with this, and we killed him. I would like to register this weapon under my name. I think that's the difference. I can't really walk into somewhere with a spell book with a contract for my soul on the back and say, hey, I'd like to register this with the nearest occult society.
How about, what if, just to figure out what could be done, and then we know what happened?
Talking to him about it.
No, we wouldn't say you. We could just be like, hey, in the midst of one of our adventures, we came upon someone who looked like they had some type of markings and was being controlled by some weird creature. What are your suggestions?
We just walk in and go, hypothetically, if one of our people was possessed by... What would we do?
Last time that happened,
I'm good at telling
locked in a
tales.
dungeon for a few days. I'm not taking that chance.
Why don't
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, we're not talking to him about it.
How about this, Caratwin? Now that we are aware of it, we can handle what comes next. And we'll give you time to see if you can handle it yourself. If it gets worse, then we'll go to your professor.
Yeah, I guess I can live with that. If you go crazy again, we'll just kill you ourselves. I think that's fair.
Honestly, that'd be a lot better than going to anybody else about it.
But just know that you're not alone anymore. You've got people you can rely on.
Oh, I have people I can rely on. Great, yes. A whole team of people who have had horrible nightmares. Just fantastic. We've all been sucked into a goopy brain ship dungeon
You don't happen to have any other like soul deals or demons or Eldritch Abomination experiences you want to divulge? Not that you know we're okay with it.
I mean, I'm not okay with it, but I'll live with it.
I'm at a loss for words. And not out of joy that I have people to support me, but simply because this is the most ridiculous shit I think I've ever heard. So
You're an adventurer. Stuff happens.
Wait, did you just call our friendship a load of crap?
Yeah, you're an adventurer. Weird stuff happens. You know, I heard this one story about this dragon who pretended to be a dragon.
I do get that reference. I don't think it matters what I say at this point.
What you say does still matter. What you do next matters the most, though.
Well, I act great under pressure. I think I've proven that pretty well.
Yeah, I've only seen you possess, so yeah.
That was intentionally sarcastic.
Is there anything you can think of that could help support you when these things want to invade your mind?
Don't tell me we gotta get a code word for her.
You know, again, I'm going off topic, but you heard that voice back in your hometown, right, Caradwin? What are the chances of whatever this creature is being there?
No idea. But I think that's a little out of the way. And I'm not exactly ready to make that trip.
Do you at least know what it is?
I was 10 years old. I have no idea.
What did it offer you? Or was it just your spells?
It offered me the knowledge I have that I'm using now. What I can do as a wizard is very different from most. Most study a school of magic in very particular detail. The only real divergence would be war mages, which sort of mix and match too, abjuration and evocation. But everybody else really picks something and sticks with it. I take what I have and manipulate it, which is not a magic that is practiced readily by most people. That's what I got. That and a spellbook that has a brain of its own. I mean that literally. It took a while to get it there, but I was able to make that, which is pretty cool. Which is why we have that little dude floating around.
Do we have to be worried about your living spellbook?
Other than the fact that I literally can never get rid of it, no.
What do you mean you can never get rid of it?
Do you have a blank, or do you have a book you're willing to part with?
Not on me, but
I can't really prove it just yet, but I can...
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah, literally any spellbook I try to make just becomes this.
so hypothetically, if you just went somewhere and threw it in a pool of water or burned it or something, would it just reappear near you?
What it sounds like is that the nearest book to her would basically turn into her spellbook.
I think what she's saying is if she ever tries to record her spells, it turns into this.
Yes,
Yes, to all.
that was all pretty accurate, yeah.
Well, sounds like we can't really trust. I think we've determined that we can't really trust your words because we don't know if you're possessed. We're not going to take you to your spot to confirm you're not possessed, but we'll give you. But we're going to let your actions speak for your words. Hurt my horse again or turn on us, we're just going to. Sound good?
The last part does, yes.
Don't be alarmed, but we do still need to go to the Imperial City, and since Professor Beers is the one who hired us and got us the fort and everything, he might be able to get us the boat as well.
So why don't we discuss what our plan is when we head into the Imperial capital?
Well,
Also, on my note, I think we can untie her now and give her book back. We apparently can just write a spell and it turns into her book anyway.
Yeah, you really couldn't keep that one from me long, trust me.
Now, I guess she's calmed down. We can untie her for now.
if needed, since Carradwin and I did both go see Professor Beers a couple of times, I could go and see him without Carradwin if you're not feeling up for it.
Well,
I'm not up for a lot right now.
So, what we need to do in the Imperial capital is charter a boat to Zin's homeland. We assume we know that Aiden is already out at sea. Yes, DM. Does anybody have any contacts that may give us a lead?
On the continent? Not that I know of.
Well, if we have the money for it, I'm sure we can find somebody that specializes in divination at the capital.
Since you're not going to go visit the professor, do you want to take care of that, Carradwin?
Sure.
Nix, do you want to go with her?
Yeah, somebody should care.
Mason, perhaps you and I can maybe ask around, see what we may be facing in Edox.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'd love to get to town with you. Couple bars.
Hit some gun stores, some weapon stores.
Yeah, we can see if we can get a permit for this thing and make some extra cartridges. They're available. Don't know how rare this is, but these are pretty specialized items.
Maybe while we're out, we'll also see about chartering a boat.
I thought the college guy was getting us a boat.
Gallenford, you're going to take care of the boat?
I'll see if we can get the boat from him while I'm bringing up the letter I sent about the fort.
Alright, and I'm guessing Zin will stay with the cart. If we can find a safe place to store the cart, then we'll have Zin come with Stig and Mason and basically discuss like do we need it like appropriate attire and stuff, what we're going to be facing there, so we can like prepare, get some like proper clothes maybe.
During the trip or whatever, if I see a rabbit, I want to at least test fire the rifle at least once. You know, range, accuracy, kick. You know, how fast can I reload it and stuff. That's just a dex attack. Do I get to add proficiency to this or no? Bang. It says rabbits have a armor class of 11, so it'd be. Yeah, it's a homebrew page, but
Giant rats have AC of 12.
yeah, my lightning gauntlets have no recoil. This thing kicks like a mule. Yeah, I
Oh,
think the most
ex-
AC I've ever seen is like an 8, and that was like an ooze or something. So, and that one is that.
I think the Giving Mallards have an AC of 8, but I think like that one like proto god from Tomb of Annihilation had like an AC of 6. Hey, Gallenford, is there anything in that bag of holding that you need selling?
I don't think we picked up anything new since we left the first time.
It's just that you guys never let me privy into it. I didn't even know you guys had a bag of holding for a while.
Oh,
Well, I do know we have a couple of spell books that we can get rid of.
I do know I want to replace these throwing knives with actual daggers.
Ooh, we also have some art pieces to sell.
I'd ask where you got those, but I'm not sure I want to know.
I don't remember.
you don't? The fangs? It bit you guys?
That's right. We have 15 gems that are worth a decent amount. The spell books. We have some magic items, if anybody wants to pick one. The mithril chainmail might be useful if anybody wants it.
Where's this list?
It's in the game notes at the bottom.
Don't
oh
forget
my
we
gosh.
have some blackberries.
I also forgot to add Mason to this list now that he's with us, and Zin.
I assume you guys are just like pulling this stuff out to show.
Yeah, you'll notice there's like a pouch on underneath Gallenford's cloak that he's just like reaching behind, and his hand sinks in deep as he's pulling these things out that shouldn't be able to fit in it. No, that's not how I described it when it was being made.
Do we know what the totem of ordeal is?
Yeah, that was a totem I found when we were dealing with some orcs trying to summon a boar. I kept it kind of just in case, but... yeah.
Looks like you guys got some lightning strike gauntlets, kind of like mine.
Ooh, these actually might be interesting for you. They're very powerful. I don't remember what they do exactly, but
Which pieces?
the lightning strike gauntlets.
No, I mean like my armor. I build those.
Oh.
So the lightning strike gauntlets basically add lightning damage to an unarmed strike.
I just punch and lightning shoots out.
Though Stig is kind of interested in this lance thing.
Oh yeah, we made that from the tusk of a boar.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, that was the evil orc god. That's what the totem relates to.
So not just a boar.
No, it was a boar god.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was spewing lightning and everything. You
just said a boar, not lightning boar god of destruction. That I can see.
Yeah,
Why is this gathering dust?
Because the
boar
last
god,
person who
that's
had it
stupid.
died.
Boar god, that's stupid. Next you'll say there's a chicken god out there somewhere.
Honestly, there very well might be. But yes, we also have this mithril armor, if anybody wants that.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if it's better than my scale mail. Actually, that might be better than my... That'd give me one more point.
Well, I think the mithril also gives you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
it does.
Yes.
It's also half weight because it's mithril.
So the mithril's pretty good. So I'll make the edits on here. So Mason, you're taking the mithril?
Yep, I'll take the mithril and I'll spend one of the nights putting all my enchantments and stuff on it.
All right, just make sure you add it to your character sheet. I'll take it out of the party thing. Are you taking the lance, Stig?
I'm thinking it would be nice. He looks at the 3 massive weapons he's already carrying.
I mean, when in Rome.
Yeah, I'm just like, this extra 6 pounds is going to make me encumbered.
Well, you can always throw something you don't want to use in here.
I'll just throw my bedroll in. I don't need to carry that around everywhere.
Okay. I can add a bedroll and then take the lance out for you.
You can also, so if I'm taking the chainmail out, you can put scale mail in since that's what I'm not using.
I'm just gonna unclick it from my character sheet and just say that I'm leaving that stuff in the cart.
Let's scale mail. Okay, and then you're taking the lance, so I will remove that from here. The Gore of Gorthok, magic lance, 6 pounds. Alright, I'll remove that from there. So the mithril armor and the lance were taken out. Anything else being taken out?
I'm gonna replace the dwarven shield with my regular.
Okay, so dwarven shield out, regular shield in.
So, Chris, I'm going to need to remember what
From
the
the-
Gorthok does.
Just to confirm, the mithril and the dwarven shield, they're both like regular. They're not magical at all.
The dwarven shield said +1, but I think that was because it was just maybe that was just because it was well crafted.
Well, just because it's a +1 doesn't mean it's magical. I'm asking because I can't modify magical.
There's nothing else other than it's a +1 shield.
Yeah, there wasn't anything else written there.
Okay, I'll just assume it's non-magical.
Yeah, none of us, I think, were using shield, so we never truly checked that item.
Damascus used to use a shield, I think.
I still might take it because then I can use one of my infusions. Okay, I'll take the dwarven shield regardless.
Okay,
but
so the shield, the mithril, and the lance are out.
Did the lance have a plus to anything, Chris?
Okay, save those changes. All right. Anything else?
I might take some of the funds out of there because I only have 1 gold piece on me. I don't know what I do with all my money. I think I spent it all on donuts.
Well, Nick says you do have a bunch labeled in the coin bank.
Yeah, you have 473 gold and 2250 silver.
That's what she's saying. She wants to make a withdrawal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
I'm making
much
a
would you like to withdraw?
I'll reach back in then and pull out Nyx's funds.
I think I'll just stick with 50 gold for now.
Okay, so you could take 50 gold. I'll adjust it on here, but you can add 50 gold to your thing. That'll leave you with 423 in the bank.
Oh yeah, and I bought these earrings too. I keep forgetting I have these earrings. They're not magical, they're just pretty.
I hope to thoroughly test out this Gore of Gorthok.
Alright, I think that's everything. So yeah, if we wanted to sell stuff, we have a regular battle axe, we have Hue, the magical battle axe, the rope of entanglement, if anybody wants to use that, or sell it, as well as those lightning gauntlets, if nobody wants to use those. But maybe we can wait on selling some of the magic items until, if Zinfarel maybe wants like the gauntlets. I don't know if those, would work in beast form or not, but yeah, I figured we could wait for him. We have a potion I still need to figure out what the hell it does. And we do have 20 bolts if anybody uses a crossbow that are magical.
I
Oh,
was rereading my infusion, and the one I forgot I had the repulsion shield, so I'm gonna keep my regular shield if you put the dwarven one back.
Okay, I'll put the dwarven one back.
still have those
Shuffling
other
bluff bridges.
bolts. Go ahead.
I just said I like keeping the repulsion shield because I get to push people 15 feet away. Hit me.
Okay, dwarven shield is added. I do not. And I didn't wrote it. It just says a mysterious potion.
That might have also been from the vampire's horde, I think.
Ooh, that's right.
Oh! I remember figuring out what the bolts did that I took from there.
Oh. How much damage did those do so I can add that?
Did you say that the mithril resisted something?
It gives you resistance to non-magical. I think it was non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
And that's also not magic?
It's under magic items, but it does not say it's magical. It's just made of mithril.
Okay, fantastic.
Resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing from non-magic weapons. Then under magic items.
Well, then I'm not... Well... Because I can't use any of my bonuses from infusions on magical item. But I'll probably keep this anyway because it does all the resistance lighter. But essentially all the stuff that I've been using I can't use anymore because now I'm wearing magic.
If the magic's hindering you, perhaps you could sell it for non-magic versions of it.
Well, that's the thing is, I want the resistances, but that's part of the mithril magicals. The shield I wanted because it was a +1, but it's +1 because it's magical.
Looks like I didn't write that down last time, so I'll write it down this time. I think I had shot 3 of them.
Yeah,
You can take the bolts out of the bag since I did actually pull those out and use them during that fight.
Okay, I can do that. You got all the information on them?
Yep, +3 crossbow bolts and they do necrotic.
Alright.
Except there's 17 of them left because I had fired 3 of them.
Yes, I am going to go to a smith and replace my throwing knives with actual daggers.
So just since since I can't use the infusion on my armor, does anybody else want enhanced defense +1 for my infusion?
Does it require the use of wearing armor?
Armor or shield?
I mean, I have a shield spell.
I mean, I don't usually wear armor. But if you're offering,
Well, would the mithril benefit Stig at all? Like, would
the
it bump your
mithril
AC?
chainmail, it would, I guess. I gotta look up chainmail.
Chainmail's heavy armor. He has an armor I should be able to wear.
Oh, yeah. If it's chainmail, then I don't think
Check scale
barbarians.
mail. Maybe you can use my old scale mail.
Medium armor, yeah, that wouldn't bother me. If you can, you'd be able to tweak it for my dimensions, yes?
Oh yeah, I build armor for a living. I can totally adjust it for you. I don't think we're too different in heights though. Shouldn't need.
Well, he goes, well, it's more this. And basically, he just like bends his arm and it's just muscle.
Oh yeah, I could totally let it out in the arms and tweak here, tweak
Just,
there.
just, do this. And he basically like tears the sleeves off.
Yep,
on
I could
your drawing.
totally make a vest or something for you. Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be the vest that he's wearing in the picture I have for him.
Okay, I'll take the scale mail out then.
So while I'm putting the infusion on it, I'm also like modifying it to a +1 skill.
And it's +1 scale mail.
Yep, +1. I've got the rifle for range. Oh well, yeah. Good with it.
Chris, if you're back, I had a question for
What?
you. How much?
Right now I'm still in range mode, so I think I'll be good. I'll go ahead and give you a throwing thing. Let me see what it takes.
How much could I get for these spell books if I were to sell them?
Yeah, it just comes back, no action required.
Because between the two, I think there are 12 first level spell slots or spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. First level and 3 second level.
Jay, do you have any like knives or daggers you're putting on now, or do you want me to put them on later?
Well, if you mention that before he buys any, I'll just buy one dagger.
Yeah, I'd do that when I'm modifying his armor. You got any? I offered you the rifle before, but you didn't seem to want the rifle. You got any other ranged weapons? Just got the knives, and I can have one returning to you. Since I shoot, I don't throw my weapon.
Yeah, if you don't, that'd be awesome if you could.
So while I do your armor, I'll also upgrade one of your thrown weapons now, and then you can buy a better one later, and I can move it over later.
Yeah, I'll just trade in my throwing knives for some daggers.
So you have a dagger now or something?
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm grabbing a dagger.
Big dagger.
Here's the bargain I would like to make with those spell books. Given that there are, I think that would be a total of what? 17 levels of spells in there? Could I exchange those for 3 third level? Can I exchange those 2 spell books for at least 3 third level spell scrolls? Okay. Sounds good. That's the bargain that I'm going to try to make. We'll see what they go for. I'm going to start high and go low. Also, does anybody care? So I want to make sure I got our plan right. So I am going to go find somebody that can cast a scrying spell to see if they can find what's his name?
Aiden?
Aiden, yes. Right?
Ash Brimstone.
Well, I'll have to give him their real name, I think, for the spell.
I know, I'm just joking.
Would people mind if I use the gemstones that we have to pay for that? Because I don't know how much that's going to cost.
We have gemstones? What?
We have 15 gemstones from the Dwarven Ruins. And we have 5 art pieces that are 750 gold each. But
I think the only funds that were spoken for were the ones for the fort. And that did not include the portrait of the gem, so...
I think we paid everything for that, right? Or do we still have that in our pockets? Because the party funds outside of what's in our gold. Let me rearrange this again, actually, to make more sense. So the money that isn't going to us directly, we have like 9,000 gold and 1,600 platinum.
Yeah, that's the party funds.
That's for the fort.
Did we have a note saying what's for what? I don't think. Did you even like send coin, or did you?
I think we were paying them as we go, but yes, I do have it split. So basically, I have all of our gold totaled, and then I'm rearranging it right now.
Yeah, I think I was trying to at first, and then Chris had explained that it wouldn't work that way. So I sent the note of what all the expenses were and just send the people.
There is in session 28. There is a note describing what we want. So if you want to, basically, it tells what we're hoping to have set up. So if you want to calculate that again.
What session was it?
28.
Oh, here we go. Kitchen, master bedroom, private rooms, garden, trading room, bath. Okay. Yeah, we can calculate. I can do that math separately, and then we could have that money stored for whoever is gonna, basically to pay for it while we're gone. But yeah, so basically the party funds, I have a separate amount on here than from what's in our total party gold. The total party gold is what is the coin bank that we have for each of us, but the party funds are a separate amount from that.
Okay, so I'll keep that in mind when I go talk to Professor Beers. While I take care of that and figure out the boat with him, and you guys take care of the other things, maybe someone should pick Zin's brain to find out if there's anything we need to survive on this other continent, since she mentioned it's really hot over there.
Stig and Mason are going to do that.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, total player gold shows how much money all of us have in the coin bank combined. Party funds is a separate amount that is just for expenses that we want to pay. And for that, we have 844 copper, 29 silver, 9.2 thousand gold, and 1,600 platinum. Which I think is like 16,000 gold, so... I think, yeah, we have a little over 25,000 gold total.
Do we just want to buy a boat?
Well, I think a lot of that was going towards the fort.
I think we had more than enough, but I'll remember more after I speak with Professor Beers and hand over what those costs will be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through those real quick. Let me just find the note that had all that information real quick. So I'll do that.
I'm also going to stow some coin because I'm overweight. Because I was carrying... With the scale mail is heavy.
Well, anything you don't want to carry that you're not going to be immediately using, I could just put in the bag of holding pouch on my waist.
Oh, you can store my silver glaive. At least. Just in case we need that.
Sure, stick it in there.
And I'll just have everything else in the cart for now.
Okay, so with the cost for everything for the renovations, which is the kitchen, the master bedroom, which, if I recall, we're turning into a war room, all of our
Correct.
bedrooms, the garden, the training room in the basement, and the bath in the basement, all comes to a total of 8,000 gold. Which still leaves us with 800 platinum. I think is how that works, right?
Yeah, so 8. We're spending half our money.
We're spending half of our platinum. So that leaves us with 800 platinum and 9,000 gold in the party funds.
My gosh.
So if there's any other upgrades we wanted, I guess that's something we could talk about later, maybe once we get back from all of this. But that's how much we should leave with Professor Bierce as far as money to upgrade the fort.
Now, when we were up getting rooms, did we even know about Mason and Zenfro yet?
That's all in here, yeah. There are 7 rooms that are listed.
Alright. Just wanted to be sure, because I don't want to bug with nobody. Maybe.
Yep. I have all 7. We have Lyric, Mason, Zen in here along with us 4.
Alright. So, I say we get to our personal quests. Meet back here at time disclosed. If you're not back here before we leave, we're going to assume you're dead and move on without you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't do that in this group. I think I say that every time.
It's kind of our thing.
And you guys are okay with me taking those gems to pay for scrying on Aiden? Or no?
I pulled the gems out and tossed them to you.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
I think it's what it's there for.
Perfect. I'll try not to use all of them. But I'll leave them in the bag until I spend however many's there.
Yes, Nix, you're going with her?
Yes, I am.
Now, question. Is this the place where you get the cakes?
No, I
No.
don't think.
I'm saying, can you get more cakes?
Yeah, I can give more cake.
Our
You won them over with the cakes.
Now, if you guys remember, it was Damascus who didn't want her buying cakes. So
That's right.
he turns to Kevin and he goes, "How about this? With whatever you have saved, you can get cakes."
Fuck. Yes.
Gives you a reason to bargain. But don't bargain too much to where they kind of screw us over or where we can't find Aiden.
I wonder how many cakes you can get for those gem.
I don't know. What do cakes go for?
I don't know.
We could buy the store with these gems.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might have just bought us a cartload of cake.
Turns to Nick. Now you can buy 1 cake for each of us.
Okay, that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cakes.
Mason, Zin, let's move.
And Nyx is going, I think, with us as well, because she's heading with me.
Gallifrey's going to the university. Caradwin and Nyx are going to the Diviner. And then Stig, Mason, and Zinfril are heading in the other direction. this might be the time when Stig and Mason we purchase some weapons, exchange armor. Mason's gonna adjust his scale mail for me.
Well, I would have done all the enchanting and adjusting on the road because it takes me like 8 hours to do that.
Okay.
But if you want to like buy a new knife or something, you can do that now. But yeah, you should have all the equipment should be adjusted and enchanted.
Okay, I would have had to buy the knife here, so that's probably not enchanted yet.
Yeah, whatever throwing weapon you have right now, you can say has it, and then while we're on the boat, I can get your knife. But I say we go down to like the docks or whatever, and see if we can't find somebody who like recently just came back from the land, and get a weather report. What do you think? We can also look at boats and costs in case Gallantford can't get us one from the college professor.
That works for me.
Yeah, we're gonna go down there and sniff around the bars down there. What's the continent we're planning to head to? I'd like to walk over to like the harbor master or whatever and ask them which ship just came from there, or if there is a ship coming or going from there. Yeah, we're planning a trip to head over there, and well, I haven't left this land, and I don't know whether to plant snow or sun. I was hoping one of these sailors here could tell me about it before I actually get on a boat for a couple of weeks with the wrong equipment. You know what I mean?
Has any ship left for Edox in the past few days? I'll give Mason a knowing look.
I'll nod back at him with another, good call kind of thing. What's the ship name that's coming in so we can talk with them about it tomorrow? Got it. We'll look for that ship tomorrow. I want a name, a description, and who's the captain. Anyway, we'll look for that ship tomorrow. Where's the nearest bar? Scorpion?
It's not the misadventure. Is it? Is it the bad traveling? Well, thank God for that.
Anyway, we'll keep an eye out for it, and we'll be back tomorrow to see what they can tell us about. Now, business. Where's the nearest bar? Yeah, where can a guy get a drink a day?
It's a sailor's bar.
Sounds perfect for a couple guys like us. I'm not sure about.
I will ask him. It's like, what's the sea like? Like how choppy is it this time of year? That's always good to hear. And I'm pretty sure I know a wizard that could argue about controlling the wind.
Any problem with pirates or anything? You know, that might help us get lesser a fee if we need to charter a boat. Couple of strong guys for protection. And it sounds like you run a tight, tight dock and a safe voyage. Oh yeah, just like any traveling anywhere. Wild animals, random rogue. Travel always has its dangers.
Just the occasional extraplanar demon summoning. Am I right? Come on, let's go. I'm thirsty.
You know, adventure stuff. You wouldn't get it. It's an adventure joke. We're gonna. Yeah. We could definitely. So we're outside, kind of on our own. We could definitely check to see if somebody else saw a ship leave that might have had Aiden on it.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to poke around.
Let's go ask some questions and we'll just beat some heads if we have to.
Yeah, I mean, we're subtle.
We are totally subtle. Fist bump.
Fist bump. You've got patches of desert, but you've also got these little streaks of just solid green. So she's from the Arrakis Mountains. It's a Dune reference.
Yeah. Arrakis planet.
Ken would appreciate it.
Didn't Aiden used to ride something, or did Zin?
Camels.
Camels. Yeah, those mystical
I hope they're good. They're a good fight. These camels.
these camels you have, they are powerful weapons, yes.
Oh yes, very very powerful.
That's another reference you guys probably wouldn't get.
Stig's just singing. That sounds like a great hunt to me.
Our battle will be legendary. Dress for sun and bring lots of water. Got it. Can't hear you.
Stig will grab his torn banner that he wears and he'll wrap it around him like a poncho, or a I think a poncho.
Oh yeah, we are totally in stealth mode right now.
Very subtle.
I'll walk up to the bar there and order myself a drink, something, something to sip on, a beer. Would be nice. I'll take, I'll drink from that, and that's good. Good after a long trip on the road. Stig, what do you have?
I'll have the same.
So I don't suppose you could tell me what kind of ships have left here. We were hoping to get to the other continent, but we heard it left already. I don't remember the name, but that continent that we're going to.
Edox.
Don't suppose you could tell me that ship that left? We were supposed to meet somebody to get on that ship, and well, they left before we could get here.
Terrible traffic on the roads, you see. Could I assist him with that? Well, it sounds like we're going to have to meet him there. Where are the port cities?
I'm gonna thunk Stig on the shoulder and be like, "See, I told you with the native Gallipoli. Maybe the map was turned upside down or something. Totally me."
Anyways, could you tell us the port cities there, so we know where we can find our buddies?
We want port names, harbor master name, backstory.
General history. Just 100 years past previous. We'll just speed this up and say he gives us those names.
There seems to be a lot of people, places, and things around here called redacted. You know what I mean?
So 1d6 times 10 plus 1d10? Okay, 5. So that's 10d6 and then 1d10. My gosh, there goes all the ones, guys. Yeah, why didn't that work for me?
Did you make sure to put the slash roll before it?
I did. It looks exactly like what you did. Yes. $19.
Right now, I just get the image of it like globe, and they're like, boop, 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 and it shrinks in on a section. It's like,
It'd be like, yes. We ask him his name and ask him the ports, and he goes, yeah, sure. And then it like fades out and brings up the world map, and it starts labeling them as we unlock a new section of the map. And that takes ships from both Gallipoli and here. I will confirm with Zin if that sounds right. So I will nudge Mason back and say, "See, we haven't lost him yet."
Yeah, well, at least we won't be navigating the ship ourselves. We could get totally turned around.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll find a ship's captain who won't get lost and is on their way. You got any recommendations?
Names, ship name, history.
References? Depends on what.
That's what we're kind of asking here. We want a good captain for a good price. I almost wouldn't mind being targeted by pirates. How about you, Stig?
Well, I wouldn't say no to a little bit of that kind of action. Not sure about our fellows though.
About how much would it cost to actually transport somebody over there? You know, for the cheapest amount of coin without doing the work. Just so we can get arranged and some funds put together.
Yeah, just average price for passage, not work your way.
We talking gold coins, tens of coins, hundreds of coins, an arm and a leg.
I do like to mention that these are the three newbies.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, Stig, what do you think? Finish up our drinks and then go tell the group the good and the bad?
I guess. We'll finish our drinks. I'll tip the bartender a few silver.
That sounds good.
I'm going with Caradwin.
Right. I need somebody that can scry. I don't know if any of you lot. Jesus Christ.
What?
Yeah, it's me, and I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for somebody that's clearly better than you, that can cast a scrying spell. There's a lot that I could say that would bring me a lot of joy to mock you about, but I'm not gonna.
We're looking for a lost friend. No, but I brought money.
Oh, she doesn't need money. Daddy gives it to her for more than enough. Jesus, can you just tell us where the divination professor is? I don't want any fucking hassle about this. No, I just don't want to deal with her.
She's a divination honor student.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a prefect.
Some of the lower students spread rumors that she's using her divination to cheat on her tests, but they can't prove it.
She's a tattletale. Come with me, Potter.
He's here with me. I didn't leave him behind. He was with the little girl and her mom for a bit, but after we said we were gonna go back to Imperial City, he came with me.
Hello, Professor.
I'm gonna have Bucky follow after this snooty girl.
Hell yes.
I just whispered just to Bucky, don't do anything, don't bite any limbs off, but get into some mischief.
I need some assistance with casting a scrying spell. A comrade of ours on our journeys has been kidnapped and taken potentially across the sea. We're trying to figure out if he's on a boat, if he's still here in the kingdom, or where we can even begin looking for him. I would figure either yeah, I could get something from Zen or Cinder would work, right? Yeah, so I can say I've brought his familiar with us, if that could help us. I figure that's a direct connection magically. Yes, but I figured if I'm asking for divination help, I should go to somebody who specializes. But also, I have another one of our comrades is going to him for different business. I didn't want to get muddled. You know, splitting the task to get it done more efficiently. Yeah, they've already left. Well, hopefully... Shit. Hopefully Gallantford can get a boat from Bierce or maybe our friends at the docks. Thank you for your time. We were hoping he'd still be in the kingdom, but apparently we're a little too slow. Is there anything I owe you for the time and the spell? Thank you, that means a lot. It really does. Okay. He's at sea, so that means we do have to travel continental. Fantastic. Well, thank you again. If there's ever anything I could do for you, just let me know. We'll be across the sea for a while. Well, I guess we'll find a way to try. So do I. Thank you again, Professor. And I will make my way. The next place I would like to stop by is somewhere I can purchase spell scrolls at the college. Yeah.
I am going to. I remember where Professor Beer's room was, right? Okay, I will head to his office. Hello! Not sure if I beat my leather here, but here I am. Oh. Well, we have a new comrade who is at the fort when any of these are taken care of, but we just found out that one of our friends was kidnapped, so we may be across the sea chasing after them while some of the work is being done. You remember Aiden, I believe, yes? Yeah. I believe the continent is called Edox. That was the other reason for coming. We weren't sure if there was a way to somehow procure a boat or a passage. I'm trying to remember the name. I believe his name is Al-Zakath. Do you know of this person? Is this an interest of trying to stop something he's doing, or... So this falls in line with a lot of the other things we've run into. Really? Sounds like we have a couple missions across the sea then. Other than procuring a boat to go after Aiden and obviously get this page as well, you say you've been watching him. Is there any advice, anything that we can use to get close to him? That is very unfortunate. Who do they hold as slaves over there? That is very unfortunate. She's tending to a wound. She got hit on the head during our last mission, so she seemed a little woozy and needed to relax a little. It's understandable. Is there anything we can use as a better way of communicating to you? That way we can give you progress reports of what is going on. I see. Also seems we may have to all alter our attire to blend in. That's true. I guess I could just play my role, the traveling musician. Thank you. Oh, should I leave the funds for the work on the fort since we'll be gone? Very well. And I think it was already separated. You said it was like 8,000 it came out to?
It was 8,000. I can check that off of the party funds.
Okay, I will set that down.
In platinum, or you want to? I'll do platinum because it'll be easier as a transaction. Well, we have 9,000 gold and then 1,600 platinum.
Either or works.
Okay, I'll take 800 platinum off then, since that'll be an easier transaction amount. Yes, I am. We are at, I think, after some of the exchanges, I need to fix it, but before we were moving stuff around, we were at 400 pounds out of 500. And that includes coins. I'll have to rearrange it, but yes, I've been keeping track of that.
Oh, while it's on my mind, we did stop a bandit group. The leader was Rogan. He apparently was creating those firearms that I've heard so much about. I saw one that he used. He's planning to mass produce some and then unleash them on a few of the towns. We took care of the situation, but I believe one of the towns also do believe that there are some supposed killers. We were in the midst of chasing them down and trying to save Aiden, so we weren't able to go back and let the town know that everything was safe. I'll be sure to tell the others. Lastly, we have been seeing a lot of odd things around. I'm not sure if all this Eldritch has been trying to make bigger plays at trying to come back. But are there any protections against like any of these things that you know of? Think it seems like they're trying to possess people, sending ghost dogs. I don't know. We're starting to see all these weird signs all over the place, and if we're gonna solve all this, there's got to be some way to protect ourselves in the meantime, right? Oh, guess I should stick to the music. Very well. I will go check in on the others and see how Carrotwind is doing. I'll let them know about the departure as well.
Bucky is currently following the snooty girl, and well, he was told not to do any bodily harm by taking limbs, but that doesn't mean he can't mess around. And if she's by herself, he's gonna try to make it seem like there's ghosts around by moving things around or dropping something. Okay, he's not very stealthy. Where's his character sheet? Here he is. I'll use Dex for that. Don't kill my squirrel. You're gonna murder my squirrel. He's dead now. Okay.
Yeah, taking 15 points of fire damage.
Yeah, he only has 1 hit point. Yes!
Well, you know, Marcus once hit a guy so hard he died instantly.
I mean, you can buff him if you want.
I think he's at least got 4 hit points.
He's gonna tell Nyx, and Nyx is gonna be mad.
Oh, I wanted it where Nyx was looking for him and she just finds this huge pool of blood. With Bucky's chewing on like a finger or
Nikki, who did this to you? Mm-hmm. I look at Caradwin and I say, I think she needs to pay.
Go ahead, Caradwin. Summon the demon.
Listen, I thought about it. I thought about it real hard. I might hit that button. She will pay.
No, she's actually just going to let's see.
It's like the first episode of Attack on Titan, just.
God, what could I
Can
do
I
to this lady?
do without causing too much bodily harm?
Grizzly bear is always a good option.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape into a hyena and I'm gonna start chasing her.
Oh, what? I was almost going to suggest if you can enlarge Bucky or something.
No, I don't have that spell.
Next, don't
Nyx
go
is
too
ju-
far. We don't want you to get captured by anybody or attacked.
Yeah, Nyx is just cackling as a hyena as she's chasing her.
Right, I gotta go find somewhere I can sell these spell books. I think Nyx will be alright.
Nix, I think that's enough before guards come and think you're not just doing a prank.
Stig will turn to Mason as they leave. He goes, "Do you think we weren't subtle enough? Do you think we played it cool enough, Mason?"
I think you might have disconnected.
He's working on it. So Stig turns to Mason. "Do you think we were too obvious?"
Yeah, we were totally cool. They didn't suspect a thing.
I hope so. I mean, we wouldn't want to cause a scene or anything.
Oh yeah, no, we totally low key right now.
Fantastic. I would like to bargain. Keeper of the Scrolls.
Called Darmamu.
I got 2 spell books with some first and second level spells. There is, let's see, there's 10 spells total. I would like to trade those for 6 third tier spell scrolls. Alright, let's see. Persuasion. Where's that at? Here it is. +1. Not bad. I want Dispel Magic. Spirit Shroud. I'd like sorry, not two. Dispel Magic, Spirit Shroud, Sending, Lightning Bolt, and let's see, what else do I have on my list? Erupting Earth and Summon Fae. That's what I'm bargaining for. Because I would like to study them. If you have the scrolls, that's what the trade's for. I think our business is simply transactional here, and also I'm a student, again, studying. We're going to another continent, and I want to make sure I'm as prepared as physically possible.
What spells are you asking for?
I asked for 6 third-level spells. We'll see what he gives me. Yes. If you would like to bargain for less, we'll see what his offer is. Do I get to choose the 4? I'll take it. I want to Dispel Magic, Lightning Bolt, Spirit Shroud, and Sending. Perfect. Okay. I will add those. Spell scrolls. Spell magic. Sending. Spirit. Shroud. And lightning bolt. Perfect. Alright, then I'd like to purchase from you, since I didn't have to spend those gems on a scrying thing. How much money do I need? I can do 3 of those. I would like to trade some of these gems for some inks as well. I don't know how much these gems are worth. They just said they were worth a lot. I have those 15 gemstones from the Dwarven Ruins. I would like to trade some of those for some inks to copy these spells down. I think we got them from the city that we went into, right? It just says Dwarven Runes on here. I assume that it's from the hideout or whatever, the place that we had to burn those spiders alive in.
That's the Dwarven Fortress.
Yeah, the fort. Oh, so I guess that would be different. What was the other one? Were those more rune-like rather than fortress-like? Okay. That's it? Oh. Yeah, sure. I'll get 150 gold for those. That'll be enough. Perfect. And then I will. I was gonna get inks. I have. Let's see, 150. That'll put me at 6. Let me do the math. Sorry. 636. So I will get 600 gold worth of ink. Which I think, yeah, for 4 third level spell slots, yeah, I'm gonna need 600 gold. Which leaves me 36 gold. But yeah, I'm gonna get that amount of ink. And then I'm good. That's it. I got my spell scrolls and I got my ink.
So, who wants to go first on what info they learned?
The scrying went through perfectly, and Aiden is in a box chained up on a ship in the middle of the ocean. So they've already left.
We're thinking that he left 2 days ago because that's the last ship that the harbor master knew that left for Edox.
They left from Aeolipoli, so it's not like we could have caught them here.
And the best place to look for is a port city known as Hadba Shamali. Did I pronounce that right, Zin?
Also, the Edox is going to be desert, so, dress for warm and bring water.
The soonest ship that's bound for Edox will arrive tomorrow. And we're expected to pay around 10 gold pieces for the month-long trip if we're not planning on working our way.
Unless your professor managed to get us a boat.
Yeah, he's gonna send word we're on an official mission now. So we have passage there, but the info you learned about getting there we can use to get back because we'll have to find our own way back. It turns out this Al Zakath is also delving into the Eldritch and may have an item of interest, so this has become a mission on top of saving Aiden.
So we just got legitimized.
Well, we're already employed under all these factors with
This
Professor Pierce.
is now a work trip.
Yes.
This is no longer a rescue mission, it's a scientific exploration. Wait.
Yes.
He did advise that stealth would be our friend, and magical communication might.
Me and Stick were totally stealthy. Didn't even notice we were there.
Yeah, they didn't even give us a second glance, those sailors. What about you? I assume nothing happened at the university that would draw attention to yourselves.
I might have blown that. Look at what they did to poor Bucky's tail!
I see. Well, Mason, you know what happens, right?
Yeah, you want us to go have a word with these people?
Stick will stand up because they must die. They're gonna die now.
Well, apparently, if you start chasing around a student who apparently their dad gives a lot of like funding to the school, you get kicked out. That's what happened to me. I got kicked out.
You want us to go have a word with the student?
I don't know. Maybe it might make it worse. What do you think, Caradwin?
Well, we're about to leave for at least a month tomorrow, so
I think these are the kind of powerful people that it doesn't matter how long you're gone, they're rich enough to wait. And they're also rich enough to make it really hurt when you get back. As much as I don't like this person, I think we just have to deal with it. For now, anyways.
Sits down, bureaucrats.
Well,
No, I wonder if there's a type of cup or jug or something that can constantly refill water that we can purchase or something.
I believe they have
I
those.
I think that's just a cup or jug that you can just refill with water.
Magically refills. You know, unlimited water.
Man, that would be an incredible magic item that would be totally useful in this scenario.
Here, Dwin, you know this place better than us, even though we've been here a couple of times. Do you know any of shops?
I'm sure I can point out a few shops. I just need like 20 more minutes.
So Gallenford, since we're officially on a mission, did you acquire passage?
Professor Beers is going to get passage for us there, and then he's gonna send for us. We'll most likely be departing tomorrow. But when our mission is done, we have to find our own way back.
You hear that, Caradwin? You've got 24 hours.
Well, hopefully they have some pre-prepared. Sure, once I'm done copying these spells, I'll go look for somebody who might have a decanter of endless water.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Something like that, I think.
I thought it was a bucket of unlimited water. Shows what I know. As we've been just quickly, do we know what the attire is for Edox? Or is this something that we would have to basically purchase when we get there? And I won't even bother bringing it up.
I was told they get a lot of tourists, so we won't stand out too much, but Professor Beers did warn that there is a lot of slavery over there, and this continent has its own rules. And as much as we might want to, he advised not to play the hero if we want to survive this stealth mission. Now, I don't know what we're going to see, and it's probably going to anger me, but putting everything out on the table.
I agree. I'd make no promises. But just know we gotta focus on the goal, which is Aiden. And whatever Professor Bierce wanted. Excellent.